Hello fish fighters, welcome back to the channel. This is Adarsh and today we are gonna be ranking the support shop characters, and I'll be dividing it into three lists. But before jumping onto the video, there's an important announcement that currently a stock stash giveaway is running on the channel. You can check my previous video and watch the video, follow the rules, participate in it, and we have completed 211 subscribers, which is very great. We have crossed 200 subscribers, and the result for the giveaway will be announced at completion of 300 subscribers. So participate if you haven't already, and let's start the video. Okay, so support shop, why I'm talking about support shop characters, because I checked on YouTube and other stuff that when was the last list updated, and it was like 7-8 months ago. I haven't found any latest videos, so that's why I'm covering this. And support shop characters are great as a matter of fact that you can build up rosters, your roster, and they cost half. If you upgrade their gears after 15, that they are always gonna cost one bio. Okay, so that's why these are great. Some of them are very very important, and some are are skippable. Okay, so let's talk about them. Let's move to the sheet that I have made, and I'll first explain you the sheet, what does it signify, and then I'll talk about the characters. Okay, so there are three tiers: alpha, beta, and gamma tier. And I have divided them on the basis of color coded them, like green for speed, brownish red for combat, then blue, sky blue for blast, and then last one is for universal character. Okay, so alpha tier consists of those characters which has most utilities, which are most useful in the game, and they should be prioritized. And then comes the beta tier character, which are good, not the best, but you can skip them. They are not very useful. They have not they are they are not like mandatory. Okay, and then comes the gamma tier. Gamma tier is the trash tier, which you can skip, or if you can build if you want more roster, and if you have completed alpha and beta tier, then you can move on to the gamma tier. Okay, so heart, there's you can see there are heart and few of the characters. I mean, most of the characters, heart signifies that they need love, means basically they need uniform. Okay, apart from the uniform, they are trash. Okay, so they are not all, but most of them. Okay, so again, first of all, I would like to say this, that this is my personal list. I mean, you can argue with me, you can disagree with me, but this is just my personal perspective. And before moving on to the list, a big shout out to Emperor Luffy or Dragon King Luffy. He may help me make this list, so thank you, bro. And let's, without wasting further time, let's move into the list. Okay, so first of all, in the speed type characters, there are Ant-Man, Black Widow, and Hawkeye. Ant-Man is tier 3, Black Widow is tier 3, and Ant-Man is really good in PvP, specifically not in PvE. So he is really damn good. If you if you use him in a timeline battle or in alliance conquest, he is really annoying. He's that good. Okay, then comes Black Widow. Black Widow got his tier 3 recently, and she's really really good. She's good in both in PvP and PvE, so there's no there's no discussion on that. Then comes Hawkeye. Hawkeye got his uniform in Endgame, in the Ronin uniform I'm talking about, and that uniform makes that character from here just jump to here. He got his so much rework. He's so much great. He was so pathetic in his original look, but now he's so great, and he's not even tier 3. He's level he's level 70. He's just at tier 2, and he is really that good. Okay, let's talk about the combat type characters in alpha tier. First of all, Captain America, without a doubt. You will need his, if you have his Endgame, Infinity War, or the Hydra Supreme uniform, he's good in all those uniforms. Okay, he is tier 3. He can do all the things. Okay, so next one is Dr. Octopus. Dr. Octopus, you need his uniform without a doubt. Okay, other than his uniform, he's trash, but with his latest uniform, and he got his skill awakened, so he is pretty good in World Boss Ultimate. He is pretty good in Alliance Battle Conquest. Sorry, what am I saying? Alliance Battle Extreme. Okay, sorry about that. And next one is Venom. Some people can argue that why is Venom in alpha tier, why he is not in beta or gamma tier. First of all, he can't be in gamma tier, and I earlier put him in beta tier, but I think why is Venom, if people don't know, he needs a uniform like the anti-venom uniform, and he is the best striker so far. Okay, if your character doesn't have survivability, doesn't have heal, or even if they have that, he can heal them from like 0 to hero. Okay, from like 10 15 or 100 HP to like maximize your HP. He drops his body parts or whatever, I don't know what do we call that, so that will heal you when you jump on those. Okay, so that's really great. Okay, then next comes the Punisher, and Punisher got his latest uniform in this epic quest. He got the Cosmic Ghost Rider uniform, and he's again amazing. I personally think that he lacks a little damage. He should have more damage on his fifth skill, and he needs more fire damage skills. But he is good. He's pretty good. He's again like not the best, not the Ronin. I'm talking about Hawkeye, not the Ronin rework, but little less than that. If he needs a little love. Okay, so we even now jump onto the blast tech characters. First of all, there's Iron Man. Iron Man is again arguable because he doesn't have a lot of utility in the character right in the game right now. He can do alliance battle, he can do world boss, but he's not so OP right now. He will get his uniform. I really think that because he's a fan favorite character. And then comes Star Lord. Star Lord is the latest addition to the support shop characters, and he is amazing with his latest uniform. He is amazing. You are anyway going to tier 3 him if you want to complete the Beta Rebel epic quest, so he will automatically be tier 3. And if you are going to tier 3, then you should get his latest uniform. I personally have tested him with CDP of Energy in Alliance Battle, in GBR, in World Boss Ultimate. He is damn good. He can do everything. Okay, so let's talk about Red Skull. Red Skull again got his uniform a few months back, and he's pretty good. He got his awakened skill, which is really strong, and again he has increased his utility in the game. And then comes Mysterio. Mysterio, a lot of people will disagree to me on this, but I personally think Mysterio is very underrated character. With his latest uniform, the Far From Home uniform, he got the rework, and he's amazing. If you look at the damage on the fifth skill, that's I mean, I don't know, I can't say that it's by far the best damage, but it is humongous. I have personally tested him, compared him few months back with Doctor Strange and Cyclops, and he outshined both of them. If you haven't watched that video, you can watch that, and let's talk about that. If you want more content on like comparison characters, please comment. Okay, so he's pretty good. He'll need his uniform, and he's good. Okay, so let's talk about the universal type characters. There's only two left, sadly. And first one is okay, Captain Marvel. Let's talk about Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel, there's no discussion. She's the best. If you want to shine her in PvE, you will need Rage, but she's a very good character with City of Destruction. She'll do amazing in amazing damage in PvP and then PvE both. Okay, Thor, some people might not agree, but Thor is good. Thor, if you can use him in squad battle, you can use him in APX. If you don't have Captain Marvel, then Thor is the best choice, I think. And you know he can do, he can shred Abnemo. He's already very good. And you know another movie is also coming, Thor Love and Thunder, and he will get his rework again, so building him won't be a waste of time. And again, I forgot to talk about Mysterio, that he is I think the second or third best choice for Alliance Battle Extreme, the Blast Villain Day. Sorry about that noise. So he'll do amazing damage if you don't have Captain America Hydra Blast uniform or Cyclops. Okay, so let's move to beta tier. Beta tier are useful but not mandatory. Okay, the most arguable character here will be Winter Soldier, because Winter Soldier is a tier 3 and he's not that bad, but I think he needs rework. He may be a tier 3, but his utility is very limited. He doesn't have a great utility apart from, I don't think apart from World Boss Ultimate nobody uses him. He's not even great in squad battle or anywhere, so you can skip. He's not mandatory. He's not bad at all. I'm not saying that, but you can skip him. He's not mandatory character, like you need him if you want to shine in the game. Okay, let's talk about the list. I won't be talking about everybody in the list, but a few characters that are arguable, or why are they in beta tier, why are not they in gamma tier. Characters like Warpath, Vulture, Craven, Kate Bishop, you know you can argue that these are not best characters, but they can do content on solo. Okay, those are not the worst tier. They have survivability, they have damage, and with some love. Most of them didn't even get their uniform, so imagine if they did get, they will move up for sure. And I have put Hela in the beta tier. She should be in the alpha tier even after getting her tier 3. But she's still there in beta. What? She didn't get the tier 3? How? They played us in the epic quest? Okay. Sorry guys. Hela is now tier 3. I thought she got tier 3 in epic quest even when she deserved. Okay. Sorry about that. So okay, there are a few characters like Angel is there for just for the leadership. He's a good character on himself, but he lacks damage. Okay, he lacks damage, but he has survivability, he has heal, his leadership is amazing in Diamond Battle and in Alliance Conquest. And then Spider-Man is again like the Winter Soldier character. uh, he is useful only in Alliance Conquest, I suppose, and little in Timeline Battle, but he's not great. He's like Winter Soldier. Then again, Nebula is good with his latest uniform. Giant Man is actually not bad, a good character on himself, but with his latest uniform, if you make him to heroic now, you will get a CTP. Okay, so I have kept him there. That's why with the Ant-Man legendary battle, you will get a CTP, and with his Pimptron uniform, he is not that bad. He is good. And again, Sandman is there. Sandman, Luke Cage, Gorgon are there. You can argue on them, but Sandman is not bad at all. He can do higher stages of Shadowland, and you know he's a villain. That's why he's important. Luke Cage is there for Alliance Conquest. He's really very very useful because he reflects physical damage, and he's really very useful. Why? Because he kills Thanos a lot of time. If you build him properly, if you give team up properly, then he can kill Thanos. So that's why he's there. And then Gorgon is there for the leadership. He provides 45% physical damage, physical attack leadership, and which is, I think, very good. He is not a good character on himself, but just because of the leadership, I've kept him there. And then you can argue why is not Groot in the alpha tier. I've put Anti Venom there because Groot heal is actually not that great. He doesn't you know he doesn't come so often, first of all, and then even if he comes, uh, taking up his heal is much more dangerous. That's why I didn't put him there, and I haven't even checked him after the striker changes if he even provides heal. Okay, so Moongar with her latest uniform is pretty good in Alliance Conquest. She's very annoying. Inferno again is good character, and he can be really very strong. You will need his uniform. And War Machine with his uniform is good. Vision got his rework. He could be in alpha tier, but he is for sure the best beta tier character if you talk about that. And then Wasp and Phil Coulson are there for just for the support. Wasp is great without her uniform. She is she was used since so long in Timeline Battle. I can't even imagine, like 4 years ago. She since then she is being used because for the debuff immunity. And then with his latest uniform, she provides 10% HP. So if you team with Thanos, imagine. Okay, so again, Phil Coulson is for his tier 2 passive. He needs no introduction. He is a trash on his own, but the support is so great. Again, Bishop is a good character on his own. He didn't get any uniform, but he's really strong. And then Loki, Ronan, and Hela are there. Okay, first we'll talk about Black Bolt. Black Bolt is a good character. If you use him in Shadowland, his AoE is so great. He can cover with his fifth skill. He can cover whole of the arena. He has survivability. He is a great character, but he really needs love. He's so strong in the comics, and in the game he's not that good. Okay, Loki needs his uniform or Ragnarok uniform. He will give you free CTP with the legendary battle, and same thing goes with Hela. Hela also give you okay, sorry, Loki doesn't give you CTP. I'm sorry. Loki will give you a card, and this is a great card. Okay, and then Hela will give you a CTP of energy. Okay, and that's free. You don't even have to spend crystals for the legendary battle. Just you have to buy the uniform. And then Ronan is good with his, if you haven't equipped any uniform, then you should go with the Captain Marvel uniform for Ronan. His leadership spikes up to 50%. It applies to universal type characters, but 50% is good. It's great. And then he's a good character on his own. He's a villain, and he can do really higher stages of Shadowland. So he's a good character. Sorry about that. And other is the Gamma tier that I'm not gonna talk about. Rest all of the characters, are in the Gamma tier. We have around 79 characters in the support shop, and these are only I find they useful. You can argue on few characters. You can comment down below. We can have a healthy discussion on those. And if you have any idea, this is important. Okay, if you have any idea, if you have watched watched my videos, I need suggestions. I want to make the video for you people. For whatever you want, I will do that. Okay, and you can comment down below what type of videos do you like or do you want. I will do more of those. And if you have come so far, then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and press the bell icon. And today is the characters day, so I'll be helping out characters, sorry, not the characters. Okay, I'll be helping out you guys, you players. So I'll be coming live around 3 or 4 p.m. and we'll do characters together. And drop your in-game names in the this video. I'll send you a request, and come in the live stream as well if you want to get clear characters. And in case you just want to have fun, come on the live stream. We have a lot of fun there. So till then, stay safe, stay inside. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, goodbye and take care.